They called it the land of dust and despair, a forgotten corner of West Africa, where foreign companies dug deep, pulling billions in gold from the ground, while the people watched from the shadows. But one soldier wasn't watching anymore. When Captain Ibrahim Traoré took power, he made a promise: Burkina Faso will never be poor in a land of gold. What came next shocked the global mining world, a story of power, courage, and the fight to reclaim what was stolen. This is the untold story of how one man declared war on foreign exploitation and started building a golden future for his people. For decades, Burkina Faso's gold glimmered in the hands of others. Multinational mining giants from Canada, Australia, and France dug, refined, and exported millions of ounces, while the country stayed trapped in poverty. Roads stayed broken. Schools went dark. Hospitals ran out of medicine. 80% of exports came from gold, yet most citizens never saw a single ounce of its benefit. It was the same old story. Africa had the resources, the West had the profits. But in 2022, a new chapter began. A 37-year-old army captain rose to power, young, fierce, and unafraid. Ibrahim Traoré didn't speak in politics, he spoke in action. And his first mission? To take back the gold. The world didn't see it coming. In 2024, Traoré's government tore up the old mining code, a system that gave foreign companies all the control. He raised the state's free stake from 10% to 15%, with the power to buy 30% more. That meant the people, not corporations, could now own up to half of their own gold mines. Then came the move that made headlines. Burkina Faso nationalized 2 major gold mines, Boungou and Wagnion, for $80 million. These were mines once valued at over $300 million under foreign ownership. By renegotiating the deal, Traoré's team saved over $200 million, settling long legal disputes and walking away with total control. The message was clear. Burkina Faso was done playing by colonial rules. Even the powerful Kiaka mine, owned by an Australian firm, faced the shock. When the government applied to take 35% more, investors panicked. Stocks dropped. Boardrooms buzzed. But Traoré stood tall. If our gold is ours, then our future must be ours too. For years, Burkina Faso dug out gold, only to ship it raw to Switzerland, South Africa, or China. All the refining, all the profit, done abroad. That changed in 2025. Under Traoré's leadership, the nation launched its first-ever gold refinery in Ouagadougou, a massive facility capable of refining 150 tons of gold every year at 99.99% purity. That's top-tier global standard. The refinery isn't just about money, it's about dignity. It's run by a state-owned company called SONOR, controlling everything from the mines to the minting of gold bars stamped "Made in Burkina Faso." Inside those walls, the dream is bigger than profit. Every bar of gold will help fund schools, clinics, and security, the backbone of a nation rebuilding itself. For the first time in history, the people of Burkina Faso will see their gold turned into progress, not disappear on foreign cargo planes. To the west, this was a nightmare. Mining giants saw billions slipping through their fingers. Analysts called it economic nationalism. Others called it a revolution. But to everyday Africans, it was hope. Across the Sahel, in Mali, Niger, and beyond, leaders started echoing Traoré's model. Mali began pushing for bigger state stakes. Niger kicked out a French uranium company. And suddenly, a new alliance was forming, one built not on dependency but on power. The message resonated far beyond Africa. In conferences from Moscow to Dubai, leaders spoke of Burkina Faso as the example of resource independence. While critics warned of risks to investors, ordinary Africans saw something else, a man unafraid to challenge, a system that had kept them poor for generations. Traoré's vision isn't about gold alone, it's about control. Control over destiny, over industry, over future. He believes that wealth buried under African soil should build African cities, not Swiss banks. He's creating jobs, demanding transparency, and cutting the middlemen out of Burkina Faso's most valuable export. Already, the refinery is creating 100 direct jobs and 5,000 indirect ones. Each one represents a shift from dependency to self-reliance. As Traore said in one of his addresses, "We will no longer refine our gold abroad. We will refine our dignity here, at home." And that line, that single sentence, has become a rallying cry across the continent. Burkina Faso's journey is far from over. Challenges remain: security threats, economic pressure, global scrutiny. But something irreversible has begun. A new generation of Africans is watching, learning, and believing that leadership doesn't have to bow to foreign power. The gold that once left the land without a trace now shines back at its people. And maybe, just maybe, the revolution Traoré started in Burkina Faso will echo across the continent, from the mines of Mali to the oil fields of Nigeria. Because the story of gold was never just about wealth. It was about worth. If this story inspired you, don't just scroll away. Share it, talk about it. Because stories like these rarely make it to mainstream news. But here, on Untold Shades, we reveal what the world hides in plain sight. Subscribe, drop your thoughts below, and join the movement that believes Africa's truth deserves to be told.